sentences, for them you have to do the central alignment, right? Right. Okay, similarly flush right, flush left you can use for the right and left alignment. Okay, is it clear now? Right. Now you can create bullet list, like you can able to create in the Word document as well. Okay. So for creating the bullet list, you can use begin, itemize, and itemize environment, and you can specify the bullet by using item command, right? For example, I will use here. Okay. Begin, itemize, and itemize. So my first bullet is, for example, IT, information technology. Second bullet is like CSE, computer science and engineering. Okay. The third is like electrical engineering. Okay. The fourth is like item slash item. You have to give space and then write the name of the word, which is you have to assign the bullet. Then E and TC, electronics and telecommunication. Then the bullet is like civil. Okay. Civil engineering. So if you run, you would see, you can see the bullets. So IT, CSE, like this is the bullets, bulleted text, right? Okay. And suppose if you want to use number as a bullet, then what you have to do, you have to use enumerate as a command. Okay. You have to use enumerate. Enumerate, it is there. Okay. So within the environment, you have to write everything. Okay. So begin, enumerate, and enumerate environment used to have numbered bullets. You can see. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the numbered bullets, right? Okay. And suppose you want to have the nested listing. For example, for IT, you would like to have a numbered sub bullets under IT. So you can use here begin, enumerate. Suppose that bullets has, suppose if you want the number bullets under the IT, then after IT bullet you can use begin, enumerate, and enumerate. For example, in IT you have cloud computing.
Use of this enumerate, sir?
Yeah.
What is the use of enumerate?
Enumerate is used to give you the numbered bullet list. They're like 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the numbered bullet list. Okay. See at the output here. Itemize will give you, the symbolic bullet list, like dots, star. Okay. But by default, it is a dot, direct dot. Okay. You can change this. I will explain. But how to use nested bullet list, for example, bullet under bullet. So for example, IT, suppose you want to specify certain areas under IT. So you can use item, so cloud computing, then artificial intelligence. Okay, for example, then, you want to use IoT like this, then you can run. So under IT, you will have numbered list. So this is known as sub bullet. So under IT, you are having cloud computing, AI, and IoT. Likewise, you can do, or likewise in enumerate, suppose for number 1, you want to use the bullet list, normal bullet list. So you can use begin, itemize here, right? And you can use the same words like this. Okay. So here you have, if you use the itemized environment, then you will get the bullet like this. And if you use the enumerate environment, you will get numbered bullets. You can use nested bullets. You can use, again, cloud computing, you can use sub bullets. Then you have to, include here begin, enumerate, and enumerate after the cloud computing. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So likewise, you can create list like this. This is known as a nested bullet list. This is a main bullet list, one India and China. Then it is a sub bullet list. Again, Maharashtra has Pune and Mumbai region. Okay. So likewise,
Sir,
yeah.
sir, how can I learn all these commands like the complete uses?
See, this need hardly 1 to 2 week practice only. Usually when you start writing your research paper, this becomes your very usual part of writing all these things, because when you complete one writing of your paper, at least one paper, then it involves all kind of commands. Then you will get very habitual with these commands, because these commands are very simple, and all commands are available on the Google. Suppose you search how to make a list, bullet list, then you will get this command easily. So there are lots of help is available, but you need a practice of at least 1 week, 2 week. When you start writing your paper, then it is very it becomes very handy to use this software.
Sir, could you please share any document or book that I can refer which contain the general commands which
Yes, I have very wonderful book which is known as Learn the Latex in 12 Hours.
Okay.
So I will definitely share that book with all, maybe in the Google Classroom.
Okay.
Then in that book, it is almost all topics are covered. So I will share whatever material I have, I will share with you. And what thing that is required from your side is a practice.
Okay, sir.
Practice is very important. Unless and until you do practice, practice is important for this latex. But once you finish, one paper writing using latex, then it is very easy to work with latex, right? There are so many helping communities are there online available to help you. Okay, but practice is important.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So is it clear now how to make a bullet list, nested bullet list? Any doubt, you can ask me. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right, you can create a description list. Okay. Description list by using, a begin description. For example, you have to describe something, words or definitions. You can use, begin description, end description. Okay. For example, I use here begin description, end description. I will demonstrate for you. Begin description, end description. I will use atom. For example, I will just copy the text here. For example, the fox. Okay, so this is like a description. 1 minute. This is a one double item I have used here. So like fox, I have described the word fox here by using description list. This is known as a description list. Okay, for example, food fish. Okay. Okay, this is a this is known as description list. Suppose you want to describe something, then you can use description list instead of bullet list.
Sir, could you please copy this in the chat box?
This is a okay. Yeah, sure.
Description.
Okay, yeah, sure. See, I copied. You just copy and paste and run. Is it working?
Yes, sir, it worked.
Okay, good. So this is how you can make the description list instead of bullet list based upon your a type of text, right? Okay. Now next is the creating section and subsections, because major in paper writing or maybe in thesis writing, you have a main section, then subsection, then subsection may be possible. Okay, so for example, I will create here. The first is a section. First is how to create a section in a paper, like by using section command. So section, the main section is like let us say introduction is a section. Okay, introduction is a section, right? Okay, where you write the introduction of your some paper content. Then suppose after introduction you have subtopic, then you can create a subsection. Okay, and for example, you write literature review. Okay, literature review. Okay, so section and subsections will be automatically numbered. You can see here, they are automatically numbered. Okay, for example, again, suppose you have a subsection, so you can use subsection, right? And for example, in literature, you have a specific review on, for example, like the cloud computing. Suppose review on cloud computing. Okay. So this is how you can create subsections based on the the matter you have to be presented in the paper. Okay, you can try this. Okay, this is very this command definitely you will need in paper as well as in thesis writing, because you have to create a chapter, and under that chapter there may be different sections elaborating the different parts of your chapter. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Right. Now there is very interesting environment which is known as verbatim environment. Sometime it is required to present your code, maybe your code, right? Program code as it is in the your journal. For example, you want to print the MATLAB code from your text editor of your MATLAB into the paper as it is. Then we use the verbatim environment, verbatim, right? So let us, for example, begin. Okay, begin. Now, it is a verbatim, right? For example, I have a MATLAB code. Let us where, for example, I will go for
What is this verbatim command used for?
yeah, I will explain with the example first. Let me take the code. For example, see, this is a MATLAB code. For example, this is a MATLAB code. Okay, sometimes it is required to print the code as it is, or the text as it is, without any formatting. Okay, for example, this is the code. This is a MATLAB code. I would like to print as it is in the output of the text of the paper. Okay. See, you can see. So it appears as it is, as in the editor side. Okay. So, for example, if I change, if I just make a change, like if I give extra space between these, so it will print as it is. See, okay. For if I do the change here, it will take the text as it is in the outside. Are you getting? So verbatim environment is used to print the text as it is, which is appeared in the editor window. So basically, verbatim environment is used to print the code or pseudo code or different codes as it is in the output. Are you getting?
Sir, please copy paste this code in
Okay.
the chat.
Okay. So for example, you can use this. You can try out this. So this is just used to print the text as it is in the output file.
Sir, it's clear.
Right. Okay. Now next is the quotation environment, like quotes. We used to represent the quotes like M.K. Gandhi or some great persons. Then you can use quotation, begin quotation, end quotation, and you can use the quote environment. Okay, so this is not much required in our document. So now next, very interesting is how to create a table. How to create table, because most of the our contents we input tables of data, right? So for creating tables, we need to have two environments. First is a tabular environment. Okay, so tabular environment can be used to typeset tables with optional horizontal and vertical lines. Okay, LaTeX determines the width of column automatically. The width of column will be automatically detected or created by the LaTeX itself. The first line of the environment has to be like the begin tabular. Okay, where in that you can, in square bracket, you can specify the position of the table and the table specifications. Okay, so in the position you can refer L stands for left justified column, C stands for centered column, R for right justified column. Suppose you want to give your specify width, then you can give the width like P width, M width. Okay, P is aligned at the top, M is aligned at the middle, and B is aligned at the bottom of the column. I will give the demonstration. The single vertical line is used for the separation line between two column. Second is a double line between two column. Ampersand is used for separation between two columns. Okay, this double backward slash is used to separate out the two rows. Suppose you want to jump to the next row, you have to use double backward slash. H line, hash H line is for making horizontal line between two rows. Slash new line is for generating new line. Okay, so let us I will have a demo for this. For example, begin tabular, end tabular environment you have to use. Let us use begin tabular. Begin tabular. Okay, as you entered begin tabular, end tabular environment, it will automatically give you this kind of representation. So C stands for, see what is the first C? This C stands for the first column, which is centrally aligned. Okay, the vertical line indicates that there is a vertical line between these two columns. So for the first instant, I will remove this. The second C indicates that this is the second column. Okay, first C, first column which is center aligned. Second C, second column which is center aligned. For example, if you want the second column to be, for example, right justified, okay, then I will use, instead of C, I will use R. Okay, for sake of simplicity, you just separate out this. C, this is first column, R is the second column, with R is for right justified. So let us put first entry, for example, 1 here, then second 2 here. So 1, and then I use ampersand. Ampersand is for the jumping from one column to the second column. Okay, then this is used for to create a new row. So here is the end of first row. Then by using double backward sign, we can jump to the next row. For example, this is 3 and here is 4. Let us run this. Okay, you have now then this table like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the first row is a center aligned. The second, first column is a center aligned, and the second column is a right justified aligned. So how to get this? For that, what you do? You just put a vertical line here. Vertical line. Okay, so this is the vertical line between these two columns. If I use here vertical line, so it will give me vertical line at the left side and the right side of this column 1 and column 2. See, is it clear? Okay. For example, suppose you want to have one more column, then you can specify the one more column here. Let us see, the column is, for example, left justified. I will use L here with the vertical line. Then I can use ampersand, for example, 6, and the next entry 9. So we need to specify the number of columns with their alignment. Okay, so this is first column, second column, third column. You can use CCC, there is no issue. CC means all columns are centrally aligned in the cell. Okay, and suppose you want to increase the row, just go to the next line. For example, 8, then 12, then 34, for example. Okay, now suppose you want to have the horizontal line, vertical line, you know how to get. For example, horizontal line, then what you have to do, you have to put here slash H line, slash H line. So you will get first horizontal line at the top of the first row. Then here, suppose you want to have H line, then use H/H line. So after first row, you will have the horizontal line. Okay, similarly for you can do for this remaining /H line. And the last one, so here you have to what is the mistake here? You have to use the new line, because the H line has to be in the next line. So that's why error is shown here. Okay. So this is how you can give the vertical and horizontal line to the table. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So this is just a simple way to create a simple table, right? For example, if you want to have a double vertical line, then just use the double vertical line. See the double vertical line. You can put over here also. If you want double line, double vertical line, then you can use like this. Okay. So likewise, you can create a simple table, right?